They hated Anna for she spoke the truth. I genuinely think that there are a lot of lemmings on Twitter which are just saying the correct things. Like they're not really thinking about what they are saying, but you have like the appropriate responses to say when you are presented with something. Like, for example, cleavage, right? If it's cleavage on the screen, you have to hate it. You have to pretend that it's like the worst thing that you have ever seen. Unironically, though, like if I were to make a new season of American Horror Stories, it would just be cleavage. Like that's it. No nudity, right? Just like normal average cleavage that you can see when you go clubbing, because that seems to terrify right now the American left. Like they are horrified of the visage. I think I understand why. Like it comes from third wave feminism, where it teaches that it's disrespectful for women, like the male gaze is horrible. So you need to teach young men that it is unhealthy if you like the cleavage. Instead, you're supposed to like this. Okay, so that Star Wars girl, Anna, is getting a lot of hate, right? And I articulated it, and I'm getting a lot of hate from the lemmings as well. And the idea is like, well, she is a teenager, you see. And because she is a teenager, we can't show cleavage. Like you must be a pedophile for suggesting that the actress looks like how she dresses usually. Okay, so let's deconstruct this dumb argument. First of all, the actress is 21. Secondly, if that's the problem, okay, so let's ignore famous American shows like American Pie. Let's ignore The 100. Let's ignore X-Men. Let's ignore all of the other shows that were done which had teenagers with cleavage. You know, before 2016, there were like a lot of American slasher movies and all of that. Let's ignore all of it. Why not the fuck make her 18 then? Just make her 18. I don't fucking care, right? Like, the idea is that I actually like Marvel movies and I wanted to see why they want to go bankrupt. Like, why are they so desperate into making sure that their product doesn't sell? Because this on the poster is going to get you more customers rather than less. It's simple mathematics. Gacha games on fucking mobile phones are making millions of dollars just by having cleavage. I am not asking for nudity. Like, I want people to understand, I'm not asking for Spartacus or Game of Thrones here. But what I am asking is, like, why is she dressed like she is going to take her mother to church? Why is it that America is now doing the opposite of what the entire world is doing? I mean, when it comes to sexuality, China understands that it sells. Japan understands that it sells. South Korea understands that it sells. Even independent movies in Europe understand that it sells. And you also have India with Bollywood. Like all of these other countries, when they are making movies, they are trying to show the feminine form, to show the feminine beauty. Again, we're not talking about nudity, but we are talking about something like this. Which, by the way, like if I were to invite a woman, like when let's say I was 18, right? And I were to invite a woman to sit with my mother for the Christmas dinner, and she came dressed like this, neither my mother nor my grandmother would have had a problem with it. If it was good for my grandmother, surely it must be good for the American leftists, which are advocating for more LGBT in kids' cartoons. They're advocating for Drag Kids Story Hour. They're advocating for books with actual nudity not to be banned from library in schools. But it seems that the major issue that they have, the thing that really shocks them and they draw the line, is the moment the feminine form is exposed on the big screen. Like that really freaks out the people on Twitter. You know, I genuinely do think that it's to demoralize young men, to make them feel like, no, there is something wrong with you, like you're a misogynistic pig if you like what you see on the left. What you need to do is to either join the furry fandom, to join like some local activist group. Like that is what healthy young men do. And ironically, like there is no shame for people that go on Twitter and they post furry paraphernalia. Did you notice that? Like no shame whatsoever. Or for people that post muscular men. Like if you're into homoeroticism, you can post that on Twitter. It is fine. No one is going to complain. And it should be like that, by the way. You know, like again, like pictures that have no nudity. We're talking about just like men with big abs, you know, with big pectoral muscles. Those are fine. But the fucking moment you post cleavage, And again, like, it doesn't even need to have nudity. Like, just the way that normal girls dress in their day-to-day life, Twitter is freaking out. Unless, this seems like a caveat, unless it's like an OnlyFans girl, a Twitch streamer, or if it's like a girl doing cosplay, then it's fine. I do not understand, like, who makes these rules? Because I'm curious, like, how many blows to the head? How many blows to the head did that person have to take in order to make such ridiculous rules that it's like people on Twitter, again, like, they instinctively know it? Because it's bizarre, right? Like, it's not like they go to an academia and they learn these things. But I assume it's like they have isolated themselves in cultural bubbles with like-minded individual, and over time, they kind of like instinctively know which are the things that they should pretend to be offended versus which ones are the things that they shouldn't. Now, you know, like, the thing is, I generally don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not going to watch the Marvels, right? But just by looking at the actress and the costume design, it allows me to make a video which is about a cultural commentary that Star Wars girls also noticed. And the fact that people are so foaming at the mouth, like they are so livid that Anna is articulating this problem, makes me find it even more interesting. Like literally, why do you care? You know, in the age of OnlyFans and Twitch, why do you care if people prefer to see things like the actress on the left? And it's this whole thing, like they're trying to make you sound like you're a pedophile. Oh, because it's a mind. No, the actress is 21. Okay? Shut the fuck up. The actress is 21. If you don't like it, then make the character be 18. And secondly, again, it's not like it hasn't been done before, right? Like showing revealing outfits for teenage superheroes. I mean, my God, do you want me to bring comic books and show you? Shazam! Shazam is a perfect example. Shazam is like what? He's like 12 or 13, and then he says Shazam, and he transforms into this pectoral muscular man, which Wonder Woman is hitting on. Right? So like, for some reason, there was no outcry from the Christian right back then. Right? There was absolutely no outcry, no cultural outcry, which makes me believe that this is just made up bullshit. And of course, you know, The 100, a very successful TV show. Every single slasher movie that America has ever made has teenagers in it. And by the way, if you look at the year before, before 2010, they even had tits on the big screen. And on the little screen, like TV shows like Spartacus, I remember, had tits out. Game of Thrones, first seasons, had tits out. Like, why are we pretending that this is something that's coming right now and it's shocking and appalling when it has been done not that long ago? And it was also making money, by the way. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.